The Mission Valley Animal Shelter has an idea that could help curb the number of stray dogs that are roaming the Flathead Reservation. As the number of strays grows, so too could a community effort to keep those animals and the people safe. It's a good day for this stray who was just adopted. This one's hoping for a home. Just two of the hundreds of stray dogs found on the streets in the small towns on the Flathead Reservation.
Sometimes we figure out their story, and sometimes we're lucky enough to get them back home. And often we never learn where they came from.
Philip Panush is the director of the Mission Valley Animal Shelter, a shelter often filled with stray dogs. Those animals with no permanent home, a problem in Lake County.
Some dogs are community dogs, and they're just fed by community members, and there's not really anyone that per se owns them.
Like many, he's concerned about these dogs, many hit by cars along a busy Highway 93. And without effective animal regulations in many areas, he's created a plan that he's hoping will reduce the stray dog population by forming community advisory councils starting in Ronan, Pablo, Arlee, and St. Ignatius.
We're hearing from citizens who are worried about the animals. We're hearing from citizens who are concerned or upset about the animals for a variety of reasons, either scaring kids or chasing livestock or posing a threat in a different way.
These councils would work with the shelter, the schools, police, and the community, forming relationships that could get the dogs off the streets and into permanent homes. Here's the thing about a dog from the reservation that maybe didn't have a home before. A lot of times they're young, they're also pretty healthy, and they're pretty well socialized because they had to be to survive on the streets. But when a stray has been on the streets for a while, there's a greater chance they're abused. Philip says they've seen several dogs with BBs embedded in their fur. The hope is to find these dogs as soon as they can, get them vaccinated, fixed, and homed successfully.
So we need to work with the community, with people who have connections with the locals. To open up those communication channels and establish relationships so that there's mutual understanding of what people need, what people want, and what we are trying to achieve as well.
The Mission Valley Animal Shelter is currently undergoing an expansion to create more room for their animals. Philip says they're on pace to place close to 400 dogs this year, even more if the community advisory councils are successful. Now, Philip would like those community councils up and running by May 1st, so he is looking for volunteers. We have a link to the shelter's website for more information on how you can do that and make a difference in your own small town. You can also find out how to adopt, donate, or volunteer in other ways.